As of right now, according to the forecast, it looks like it has the potential of making landfall as a Category 3 storm. We learned a lot from Hurricane Ian, so we kind of have an idea on what we need to do now to prepare for these things, so that we're not dealing through some of the challenges that we dealt with during Ian. So just to show you guys a little bit of the preparation, we could just take it out from here.
Yeah, you're supposed to. But it's fine.
You could just
unhook it then.
Yeah, I'd rather just unhook it from here. So we have to remove the lanai doors. During Ian, we actually had one door blow out of our lanai. We ended up having to come out here with the wind, thunderstorms, you name it, to try to save the door from going into our neighbor's house. So this time around, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna remove the doors to allow the wind to flow through our lanai area. Hopefully, that also means that we can save some of our lanai screens, minimizing the damage and the costs associated with replacing some of these screens after the fact. I've already drained the pool slightly, even though we have a self-lever. We did have some challenges during our last storm. The rain was so heavy that the auto drain was having a hard time keeping up. Water was getting way above the pool. And as you guys can see, I mean, it is a very short distance between our home and the pool. So last thing I want to do is get water in the house. All right, so we got one door down, one more to go here. So if things weren't challenging enough already, as you guys can see, it is currently raining. We are currently under a flood watch up until the at least Thursday. Storm preparation is already a pain in the ass enough. You add the rain that we're currently getting, and it is just no fun. Our shutters are actually like some sort of like Kevlar type fabric. Super easy to maneuver. Super light in comparison to like wood or metal. Much safer, I guess, in a way. But I gotta tell you guys, they are a royal pain in the ass to install. So as you can see, Mark right now is going around our walls. There's these like screws. They all have to come up. But you would think that this fabric would somewhat stretch a little bit. It really doesn't. So sometimes getting these things lined up so that we can actually like screw these things down, at least the last time we did it was a hassle. Now this is the second time we're doing this, so things might be a little easier. So we got one down. Well, my son did. I just literally handed the screws, started to get some of the patio furniture inside and packed away.
Better stay in here.
Still got to get the TV off the wall. Making progress. SoFlo Marco has been a machine getting these things together. Dude, I think you're doing these in record time compared to our first one.
Yep.
Practice makes perfect, even though you don't really want to get too much practice in this either.
Yeah, no,
it's better not to practice. I'm sure there's probably some of you guys out there, oh, well, it's only a Cat 2, only a Cat 3. You know, it's really not necessary. Let me tell you something, when you have kids that are going to be inside the house, it just gives them a little extra peace of mind, number one. And number two, most people don't realize, but you get a discount on your insurance policy whenever you have hurricane protection for your household. But if you don't use it and something happens, God forbid the storm's bigger, you know, debris comes flying through the window and we have more damage, we're not covered under insurance. So it is super important to just take the precautionary measures to have these things installed, because the last thing you want to do is go on an uphill battle with the insurance company, because even though you were getting a discount for having hurricane protection, you chose not to use it. So that's another reason why we're doing it. So again, really all comes down to peace of mind.
Time to execute your plan. You do have time to get to a shelter. You have time to evacuate further than that if that's what you want. But that time is running out.
This thing's knocking on the door of Category 5 intensity again. It'll make landfall as a life-threatening major hurricane. The Tampa Bay metro area could see an unsurvivable 15-foot storm surge. This is not a disaster waiting to happen. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of where.
Actually, less than 24 hours until Milton makes landfall. Still projected to go inland right through the area where we live. But I gotta say, we did everything possible here to make sure the house is ready and to make sure we're prepped. Going to do one last final walk around. Shout out to my son and his boss at Comey Construction. They came out this morning, made sure we were all boarded up on our second story. Just doing one more final walk through here. Just thought about it. This is also great documentation for insurance purposes, because this one's definitely going to be a strong hurricane. We're all boarded up there. We had to remove a panel from the lanai screen as well in order to board up the top rear windows of the home. Still got to get a couple things out of the pool just in case.